Hello, students. Welcome back to our online class. And this time we will proceed to Unit 2. And our topic for this lesson is all about daily routines. All right, so we will be talking what do you do the whole day in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. So we usually do some activities in a day, right? Okay, so that is our daily routines. This is our lesson 5 for English communication. Are you ready? Okay, so let's start. Let's practice speaking. And I have here some questions and answers in every pictures, but you have to change the underlined words or time for your own answer, all right? That is your speaking practice. Okay, so what can you say about this picture? Can you tell me what is she doing? Alright, so if you are going to ask someone or some of your friend, here is what you're going to ask. What time do you usually get up? That's the right question. And how are you going to answer this question? What time do you usually get up? Alright, you could answer, I usually get up at 5 in the morning or 5 a.m. Alright, so you can answer this question simply in your friend, to your relative, or to anyone. Alright, next picture. How about this one? What have you noticed to this picture? What is he doing? How are you going to ask your friend? Alright, so do you take a shower in the morning or at night? This is just an example on how you ask a question when you see this picture. So what will you say? What would be your answer? Alright, I take a shower every morning. As you see, there is an underlined word there in this sentence. You can change it if you want to answer this question. Okay, next picture. How about this one? What do you think is she doing? What would be your question? Alright, you can ask like this. What do you have for breakfast? You can ask your friend, your loved ones. Okay, so this is how you ask a question for this picture. And then, what is your answer? Okay, you can say, I have rice and fried egg for my breakfast. See, she's eating rice and fried egg. Do you understand? Alright, next picture. What do you see in this picture? What do you think is the proper question for this picture? Okay, for example, you can ask, where do you eat your lunch? Where do you eat your lunch? How are you going to answer this question? Okay, you can simply answer like this. I eat my lunch at the canteen. I eat my lunch at the canteen. In practical way, where do you eat your lunch? Do you stay at home or wherever you are? Okay, so next, how about this? What are they doing? What do you think is the right question for this activity? For example, do you exercise every morning? Do you exercise every morning? Okay, so this is one of the good daily routine, right? Exercise. So how are you going to answer this question? For example, yes, I do, or no, I don't. If someone would ask you, do you exercise every morning? You can simply answer, yes, I do, or no, I don't. Okay? So that's it. How about this one? What are they doing? Okay, simply ask, how do you go to school? What about you students? How do you go to school? Your answer would be, I go to school by bus. I go to school by bus. Okay, so simple. How about this one? This is one of the common daily routine that you do every day, right? So, how are you going to ask question for this picture? Alright, for example, what is your first subject in the morning? What is your first subject in the morning? You can ask your friend. So, how are you going to reply? For example, my first subject in the morning is English. My first subject in the morning is math. Okay, do you understand? How about this picture? Okay, you can ask, how do you or what do you do after school? What do you do after school? Are you doing this the same? Okay, so you can answer, I play football after school. I play football after school. Alright, I know most of you are football is your favorite sport, right? Okay, so that's a good sport. How about this one? What have you noticed? To this picture, what is he doing? Okay, you can simply ask, when do you do your homework? When do you do your homework? What is your answer? Alright, you can say, I do my homework at night before I sleep. I do my homework at night before I sleep. Alright, next. How about this? They seem so happy, right? Okay, how are you going to create a question for this picture? Let's say, for example, what do you do during weekend? What do you do during weekend? Okay, you can simply answer, we do our family bonding during weekend. We do our family bonding during weekend. Alright, how about this? What is he doing? What is the proper question for this picture? Let's say, for example, what house chores do you do in your house? What house chores do you do in your house? How are you going to respond? For example, I wash dishes in our house. I wash dishes in our house. Okay. How about this? Okay. You can ask, what do you do after school? What do you do after school? You can say, I play football after class. I play football after class. Next, what is she doing? What do you think? Okay, you can ask your friend like this. What time do you sleep at night? What time do you sleep at night? Okay, you can say, I sleep at 8 o'clock at night. I sleep at 10 o'clock, or what time do you sleep? Alright, so that's how you ask your friend what are their daily routines. Just create a simple question and a simple answer. In that way, you can now understand what are you going to ask when you see a certain picture. Okay, so that's the examples of daily routines. Alright, class, time for you to practice your English speaking skills. You have to practice speaking together with your partner about daily routines. In that way, I am going to assess you on how you pronounce the words and how do you speak the sentence correctly. Alright? So, I hope you have learned a lot from this lesson. And we will see you again next time. Goodbye, students.